New York, my final full day here, because tomorrow I'm flying out to LA, which is so exciting. And my hostel that I'm staying at is quite near Central Park, so I'm deciding to go on a little adventure and try and find it. It's about 9 AM right now, and I do want to definitely, like I mentioned before, basically camp outside the Moulin Rouge box office today. I've been looking online, and currently there's a fair few tickets left, so I don't see myself gaining anything for getting there at opening time at 10 AM. I think it'll be similar times to yesterday, where they start offering standing tickets around 2 PM to like 3 PM sort of time. So yeah, basically I'm going to go on an adventure. I've heard different things about Central Park. It's very big, so I'm not sure where all the iconic parts are. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It has been so warm in New York. Like, I was working at a summer camp in Connecticut, which isn't very far from here, and it's been boiling every day, but we had aircon in our shop, so I kind of forgot just how warm it is. So whenever I go on the subway and I feel that aircon breeze, it's like the best thing ever. It's like I'm being taunted, I swear. Also, a complete side note, about a week ago I was hoping that I would have spent this morning at a Taylor Swift concert. Basically someone on my Facebook tagged someone in something about how Taylor Swift was doing a free concert in Central Park for Good Morning America, and it was this morning at like 7 AM, and I turned on all the notifications. I like kind of stalked all of like the fan accounts to try and get the information. I'm not a big fan, but I do really like her music, and I went on as soon as tickets were on sale, and it kind of auto-filled all of my information, and because it put purse code in instead of a zip code, it didn't like that. So by the time I corrected it, I had them 2 tickets in my basket sort of thing, and then they'd gone. And I was like, no! And then Good Morning America tweeted the link like 2 minutes later, like, get your tickets now. And I was like, you've sent that after it's sold out. But so I think it was really limited. So it was kind of annoying, but at the same time, from what I've heard, she would have only sang about 3 songs, because it was just like a short kind of segment for Good Morning America. So, you know, not all is lost. I'm still going on an adventure. Might see some fans around, who knows? I might just see these Taylor Swift banners and signs and everything in the background. But right now, I have made my way into the, well, definitely not the centre of Central Park, because it's huge, but behind me you can see some of New York. It's really quiet right now as well. So yeah, I don't really know how far I want to venture in, because I don't want to get trapped. But I'm going to take a few photos, just take it all in, and then probably make my way to Moulin Rouge, because it's just in the back of my mind. They have all these little butterfly gardens, and they're so cute. I've now managed to walk around to a different entrance. I tried to Google Map, like, at the time when I like searched for Central Park, it knew the Taylor Swift thing was ongoing, so it like had it selected to there, but then by the time I started the route, like, it ended, so somehow it rerouted me to like just the opposite side of the park near the museum, some sort of museum, I don't even know. So I've kind of gone on a bit of a weird route, but I found the lake now. There's random sand beside the lake. Okay. So guys, if you can't tell, I am still outside Moulin Rouge. That was a whirlwind of a few hours. It is currently about 2:15. I have been keeping the track on the Ticketmaster website, and I came here at 12. One of the gentlemen I talked to yesterday was also here again. He's from Israel. He loves musicals, and I was just like, because he also had the same situation as me yesterday, where he went to a matinee and then they sold out, and then other people joined the line, and basically the box office here are very stubborn. The standing policy is not official, it's not actually on the website anywhere, it's only from word of mouth that they offer it sometimes if they sell out. And the guy on the door, he was really good at his job, because he was so pushy. He was like trying to like, he kept saying there's no chance of a matinee standing tickets. He was telling us full stop, and we were like, we're waiting around just in case. He was really good. He sold so many tickets, like just
like 10 minutes before, and they must have sold out, or they must have literally had like 2 seats left and refused to do standing. They offered me a $99 side seat, and I just cannot pay that much for a show. Like, I want to see it so badly, but $99, I was not earning enough at this camp, guys, at this summer camp that I worked at. That is, it's just too much. I was tempted, but I'm just like, I can't. And I'm not going to give in, because you can tell that they're trying to upsell you. So sadly, they did not offer any for the matinee, but according to the Ticketmaster website, there's only about 4 tickets left for this evening. And the guy at the window, like, he basically told me that I should be able to get a standing ticket. What they do is that they close the box office at 2 for the matinee, and then they reopen the box office at 2:30, just to make sure people don't like go into the theatre when the show starts, I guess. And he told me that if I sit outside here, they will open the outdoor window at 2:30 to tell me they're open, and then I can go inside and hopefully I can get a standing ticket, or if not, it won't take long for the other seats to sell out. So let's hope that this is worth it, guys. Like, I can't even. How did I forget to say this? Aaron Tveit walked by me. Like, I kind of almost died. Like, I saw him cross over the road, and he had his sunglasses on and his earphones. Being in the presence of him, I feel blessed, and hopefully if I see the show, I can go to stage door afterwards just to like get his signature and just thank him for like being a big part of my love for musical theatre, because the recording of Next to Normal, the soundtrack, I'm obsessed with Next to Normal. Like, I wish I got to see a production of it, and I followed his career since, like, everything. I think it was Les Mis where I first like became aware of him properly. Even though I'd already listened to Next to Normal, I wasn't really following the entire cast, because I was listening to it like years after the original production began, so there wasn't much active presence of the show. But yeah, Les Mis, Catch Me If You Can. I followed him through his time in Graceland, the TV show, and also Grease Live, the musical. Like, I am a big fan, guys. Like, he's a big part of my teenage years. So yeah, I'm a bit starstruck. We'll see what happens, but I've just heard so many good things about this show. It's like the set design just from the photos looks next level. I am just fingers crossed I managed to see it, because it will honestly make my day. So wish me luck. Hopefully in 15 minutes or so I will find out if they are offering any standing room yet, and we'll see. Guys, I might actually cry. I got tickets. About literally on the dot, 2:30, they let me in, and there was standing room tickets. And I just don't understand their system, because they weren't actually sold out yet. I think they had a few tickets left. But oh my god, I didn't even question it. I was like, yes. And so I've actually got 2 tickets for tonight. Me and Gerard are gonna go. I'm actually might cry. Like, I'm just so happy. Like, I have no words. I have my sunglasses on because of the sun also, so I don't cry. And right now, I'm actually, because I have time to kill now, thankfully, because I don't have to stand up outside the box office for the rest of the day, I was like, I might try and get the ferry to go see the Statue of Liberty. I don't know if I have researched it correctly. From what I can tell, it's free. I just got off the subway at South Ferry station. So in a minute, I'm going to check on my phone and try and figure out the exact route to where I get on. But yeah, I'm just so overwhelmed right now. But yeah, it'll be really good if I can try and see that from a distance even, and yeah, follow me on the journey.
Wait, I gotta get a picture to send out to my fan base.
Your fan base?
You watch the show every night?
literally back at home and I realised that I didn't even talk about Moulin Rouge at all, let alone do an outro or anything. So here we go. Honestly, it was a dream. It was literally everything I hoped it could be and more. I met up with Gerard and he took me on like a little whirlwind tour of the city a little bit because we had a bit of time to kill before the show and he lives there, so I got to see the Rockefeller Centre, I believe. It feels like so long ago. I'm sure I included a montage or something of that. And then we turned up for the show and we had a standing room ticket, as you could tell. And the theatre was a lot smaller than I expected, which was really good because that meant that our standing room ticket was like a perfect view. There wasn't actually even sold out of standing room. It was kind of weird. There was only me and him on our side. I think there was space for 3 standing room people. And it was just so perfect. I remember just before the show started though, there was an usher there who hadn't been working there very long and she kind of questioned that they even had standing room, so she asked to see our tickets and I was like, trust me, I got these tickets fair and square. I stood outside for hours. And then also, really weird, I think because it's an older theatre or something, it started raining during the show and we could hear it outside. And there was this weird like kind of sink slash basin, I don't know what you call it, behind us. And it started like bubbling over and making noises and the ushers had to go like clean it up. It was weird. But apart from that, the standing room thing was perfectly fine. Aaron, oh my god, Aaron was perfect. I feel like this was one of the best shows I could have ever seen him in because obviously he's like got a main role and he's kind of playing like the hopeless romantic, forbidden romance sort of thing, so it was just like a dream. And the songs were so good, oh my god, and Karen, it was just, the cast were perfect. I believe it was a full cast from what I can remember. And yeah, just a mashup of all the really like funny songs like Raise Your Glass, Aaron singing Roxanne was everything. It was just so good. Stage door was a little bit of a fail because apparently we were all waiting and everything and they told us nobody was coming out of stage door, and I thought that was quite weird because like normally just, I understand if like the main actors don't want to come out and stuff because they might be tired and like they get stopped more often, but I was thinking surely like somebody ensemble or someone would be leaving stage door. And it turns out, because there was security there as well, which made us question things, it turns out that there was some sort of Secretary of State, I might have got that completely wrong, some sort of person within like the government was present and therefore they were meeting the cast backstage and everything, and that's why there was security and why the cast were coming out. So I honestly don't mind about that. It's been my dream to meet Aaron, but to be honest, I'll probably just make a fool of myself and yeah, it was fine. So it was just everything I wanted it to be and more. And I'm so glad it actually happened. I just feel like it's just surreal because I remember way back months ago when it was announced that he would be on Broadway when I was there, I was like, this is the best timing ever. It was like, you couldn't make it up. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please do like if you've enjoyed all of my New York adventures. I enjoyed filming it and obviously documenting it because I was on my own, so I took you all along with me. And hopefully I'll get to go again one day to go see more Broadway shows. But until then, I've got plenty of West End trips planned. Actually, what really made me remember to film this outro is that I went to go see the Les Mis concert in the West End the other day, and then we went to the Theatre Cafe, and at the Theatre Cafe they had the entire Moulin Rouge soundtrack playing, and I was just sat there so content, and I was like, I need to actually edit this vlog. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Do please stay tuned if you want to see my Disneyland resort adventures because, oh my god, I literally cried down Main Street. If you want to see me make a fool of myself online, you can stay tuned for that. And thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.